All right, guys. Today we're going to talk about strength standards. I see a lot of questions on YouTube popping up about this very topic, so I'm going to give you my take on the situation. Over here in Dolce land, we have a very specific system of strength standards that determine what type of trainee you are. Are you a novice, a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced? We're going to go from novice through intermediate because advanced does change based upon the sport and your specific goal. Now, as a novice trainee, our goal is for you to be able to perform 100 bodyweight squats, hip joint dropping below the tip of the knee. Narrow, medium, or wide is based upon your individual leverage points. Next, push-ups. You must be able to perform 100 non-stop push-ups, essentially in one set. You can take a break and breathe, but you better not put a knee down and continue on. Also, with those push-ups, elbows should be at a 45-degree angle to the body, just like they should be on the bench press. Lastly, the underhanded chin-up. Full extension to full contraction, a minimum of 10 repetitions. Personally, I want to see 20, but there are individual variances that will allow for a 10 rep max before we move you into the beginner category. Once you are a beginner, then we start to add load. That is weight or resistance, and our load is a barbell. We are going to put a barbell on your back, an empty barbell, and slowly start to train you and train your central nervous system to perform this movement accurately. Now, once you are able to perform a perfect competition legal back squat with your body weight, if you're a 200-pound trainee, you must have a 200-pound barbell on your back and perform one perfect rep. You must be able to deadlift your body weight for one perfect rep, starting off the floor. And last, bench press should be 60% of your body weight for 5 repetitions. If you're 200 pounds, it should be 120 pounds for 5 reps. Simple. Most 200-pounders should be able to do that. Most beginner trainees are typically the younger guys out there, early mid-teens. That might be a little more difficult. I remember the first time I bench pressed, I had 10-pound plates on the side of the bar. It took me almost a year to put the big wheels, the 45s, on the side for a 1-rep max. I was somewhere in the 130-pound range during that time. I digress. Now, close out beginner. To move from a beginner to the intermediate, again, 1 rep max with your body weight on the squat, 1 rep max with your body weight on the deadlift, and a 5 rep max in the bench press with 60% of your body weight. Moving on. To exceed and leave the intermediate category, this is important. Now, this is where you really start to see the real gains. You must be able to perform a competition legal back squat with 2 times your body weight minimum. Deadlift, 2 times body weight minimum, though your deadlift should be 1.25 above what your squat is. So if you can squat 100 pounds, your deadlift should be 125, and that's for an even strength curve, but we can work on that. To get out of the intermediate category, you must double body weight squat, double body weight deadlift, and 1.25 body weight for 5 repetitions in the bench press. That's a little more difficult because at that point, we've started to develop the proper bench pressing technique. Elbows tucked in, lower bar path, below your pec line. We're not training like bodybuilders here. We're training like strength athletes. From this point, you can actually now jump into the advanced category. And in the advanced category, we're wide open. A lot of advanced athletes can actually squat 3 times body weight, although that's lofty. Once you can double body weight squat to get to 2.5 times body weight, it takes a shitload of work. The higher you get above 2 times is quite a bit harder, whether it's on the squat, whether it's on the deadlift, and then bench. You know, if you can double body weight bench press, you're in a very special class. You're above average. Now, at this point, we can start adding different types of training volumes and intensities. From the novice through the intermediate stage, we basically focus on progressive overload with perfect form. We waive the volume and intensity, but we're always adding weight, we're always adding reps, and we're always keeping form perfect. We're not going to failure very often. We're looking for perfect reps, clean reps, and we're always adding. Now, we do fail from time to time, but that's usually when we're testing strength, or we fail because we've had a bad day. Bad sleep, bad sex with the girl, bad meal, you know what I'm saying. So those essentially are the DOLCE strength standards. There is variability within each category, but that's based upon the unique individual. This conversation is very broad, so all you trolls out there, don't troll this. This is just general guidelines based upon our system, our standard, to advance the trainee to a more diverse style of training. I don't want to say exercise because that's more random, of training. We have a very specific protocol we follow when we train you because we want you to go from novice to advanced as fast as possible while properly developing the nervous system and ingraining perfect technique in the lifter or in the trainee. And of course, we focus on the specific sport. If we're working with wrestlers or boxers or football players or CrossFitters, we work with everybody. Depending on the specific sport, we will vary towards that within more athletic skill set training. So hopefully that helps you guys. Feel free to leave comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your skinny, weak little friends that they should subscribe to the channel because we're spitting truth over here, just trying to help you guys out. And I do appreciate you. We do listen to you. And I'm going to keep coming back, trying to help you guys get big, get strong, get laid, get paid. Talk to you guys soon.